The tragic discovery of Jay Slater's body has done little to settle the storm of questions surrounding his disappearance. Instead of closure, the case has left behind four stubborn riddles that continue to gnaw at his loved ones and fuel public speculation. From the eerie alignment between the spot where his phone last pinged and the place where he was found, to the refusal of authorities to reveal key details about the location, the mystery feels less like a solved tragedy and more like a haunting puzzle. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. In this piece, we dive into the four lingering riddles still plaguing the case and explore why the answers matter so deeply. Riddle 1. The body found near the phone ping. From the very start of the search, one detail stood out: Jay's phone pinged for the last time in a rugged stretch of mountainous terrain. It was a landscape so treacherous that even experienced hikers and locals warned of the dangers. Authorities concentrated their efforts in the area, combing ravines, cliffs, and valleys, but came up empty-handed for weeks. Then, in a cruel twist of fate, Jay's body was eventually discovered frighteningly close to the place where his phone had first pinged. This raises a chilling question. How could search teams miss him for so long if he was right there all along? Possibility 1. The terrain itself hid his body in a way that made it virtually invisible. Thick brush, hidden crevices, and sharp drops could easily swallow a person from sight. Possibility 2. Jay's body may not have been in that exact spot initially. This theory, though controversial, has gained traction online. Could he have been moved there later, whether by natural elements like rock slides or by human hands? Possibility 3. The technology itself may have created a false sense of certainty. Phone pings are notoriously imprecise, offering only a rough radius rather than a pinpoint. Perhaps Jay was always near, but not exactly where searchers were looking. The eerie overlap between the final ping and the eventual discovery creates a sense of inevitability, as though the case was always destined to circle back to that place. Yet, it also leaves people wondering, if he was there the whole time, how could so many professionals miss him? Riddle 2. The exact circumstances of his fall. Authorities have hinted that Jay may have died in an accidental fall, but the exact circumstances remain frustratingly unclear. Reports describe the location as a dangerous area where one wrong step could be fatal. But this broad explanation doesn't satisfy the gnawing curiosity of those who want to understand his final moments. Several scenarios haunt the imagination. A simple slip: Jay could have wandered off-path, stumbled, and fallen into an unseen drop. A desperate attempt to get home. With limited phone signal and no clear direction, perhaps he tried to take a shortcut, choosing speed over safety. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Disorientation or panic, exhaustion, dehydration, or even fear could have clouded his judgment. Some speculate whether alcohol, substances, or even simple fatigue might have impaired his decision-making. Something darker, the possibility of foul play, though dismissed officially, lingers in the public's mind. Could someone have chased him, startled him, or even forced him off course? The lack of concrete details leaves the cause of death shrouded in ambiguity. Without a definitive explanation, theories multiply, each as haunting as the next. Riddle 3. Why authorities refuse to reveal the exact spot. Perhaps the most frustrating riddle is the police's refusal to disclose the exact location of Jay's body. Officials have been tight-lipped, citing ongoing procedures and the need to protect the investigation. Yet this secrecy has only deepened suspicion. Why withhold such a seemingly basic fact? Several possible reasons emerge. Respect for the family. Authorities may believe revealing the precise spot would invite morbid tourism, online sleuthing, or even exploitation of the tragedy. Preservation of evidence. Even in rugged terrain, the exact area may still hold forensic clues. By keeping it under wraps, police can control contamination and maintain investigative integrity. Avoiding public panic. If the spot is deemed especially dangerous, officials may worry about copycat curiosity, people risking their lives to retrace Jay's final steps. Still, the silence has created an information vacuum. In the absence of facts, conspiracy theories flourish. Some speculate that the location holds clues authorities don't want to acknowledge. Others fear that revealing it might contradict the official narrative of an accidental fall. The refusal to speak plainly has turned the location itself into a riddle, an invisible X on the map of public imagination. Riddle 4. The mystery of his final hours. Perhaps the most tormenting riddle of all, what truly happened in Jay's final hours? The timeline of his disappearance remains foggy. He was last seen leaving a remote Airbnb after attending a party, then setting off alone. He reportedly tried to make his way back to his accommodation, but got lost in the wild terrain. His phone records suggest movement, but then silence. His Snapchat posts from earlier in the night gave a glimpse into his mood, youthful, carefree, unaware of the danger looming ahead. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But beyond those fragments, the story collapses into mystery. Who was the last person to see him alive? Did he call or message anyone in distress before his phone went dead? Was he trying to find help or running from something? Friends describe him as adventurous and sometimes impulsive, qualities that might have driven him to take risks others would avoid. But without a clear narrative, his final journey remains a jigsaw puzzle with missing pieces. This riddle is the most human and the most painful. It's not just about where he died or why, but who he was in those last fleeting moments. Was he frightened? Was he hopeful that rescue is near? Did he realize he was lost for good? These are questions no investigation can fully answer, leaving his family with a void that no official statement can fill. Why these riddles refuse to rest. Every tragedy leaves behind unanswered questions, but in Jay Slater's case, the silence surrounding the investigation has turned those questions into full-blown riddles. His story resonates because it touches primal fears of being lost, unheard, and unseen in the wilderness. It's the stuff of modern myth, technology pointing us in circles, official silence feeding doubt, and a young life ending far too soon. For his loved ones, these riddles aren't abstract puzzles, they're raw wounds. For the public, they are threads of mystery pulling the story deeper into the collective imagination. And for investigators, they are perhaps inconvenient truths, reminders that not every case can be neatly tied up with a bow. Conclusion. The haunting echo. The 4 riddles of Jay Slater's case, body near the ping, unclear fall, secretive location, and the mystery of his final hours, linger like echoes in a canyon. Each one invites speculation, each one resists closure. Perhaps, in time, answers will come. Perhaps they never will. For now, the riddles remain unsolved, carved into the landscape where Jay's life ended and where silence speaks louder than words. One truth, however, rises above all speculation. A young man is gone, and a family mourns. The riddles may never be fully answered, but the grief is tragically, painfully real. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.